So, surrendering money blocks. What the hell happened there? I'm feeling a lot better. Feeling a lot better about opening up my heart to more money and stuff. As I said yesterday in the video, I was going through fucking deep pain. Like, it was hard for me to even speak. A lot of it was just reconfiguring core values, core beliefs. Like, once you've started the surrender process, one thing I've noticed is that it's hard to stop. My wrist was started hurting, like pinching a nerve. Like, is it related? Or is it just because I worked hard? Probably the second one. But I don't know. So what happened? Literally, on the Friday, I decided I was going to surrender to my desires for money. So we surrender the blocks to the things we want to create. That's generally the rule, right? Surrender the blocks. Again, I've said this 1,000 times, I truly believe education is not the problem. Like, with some things, education is a problem. You know, like, we need to learn things. But for a lot of people, we instinctively know what to do. Now, I'm still finding it hard to speak. Long story short, this weekend I spent a long time processing deep pain around money. I was thinking there was one or two things I wanted to dive deep into. It was going to be around my hair. Come from a family of thinning hair. I feel very insecure about it. I wanted to sort of let that out, surrender that, and either come to terms with it or come up with some miracle cure towards it. But the second thing was money. I decided money was a bit more pressing. Through my whole surrender process, my journey, I've gone from thinking that I'm a poor man to realizing that I actually have a lot more assets than I know I have. And that's been an interesting thing. Like, the emotional availability that I have for my own appreciation has extended tremendously. But I want to figure out what's next in life. I want to figure out what my next stage is, who I am next, what I'm creating next, all of this sort of stuff. Do I want to be a coach? Do I not want to be a coach? The answer is I don't know. Like, you'd think by a weekend I'd get through it and I would finally come up with a decision. But the answer is I don't know. I don't know. At the very least, all I know right now is I want to help other people learn about surrender. Because it's something you can let your mind heal itself, and you can very literally create the relationships and the life and all that stuff you want to create through the act of surrender. So it's like you're not trying harder, you're actually trying less, and that's why it hurts. Because we're used to trying so fucking hard. So the phase I'm in now, or the thing that I often talk about with surrender, is that sometimes if you surrender it, there's more of it, and that's where I'm at now. Sometimes there's a lot of it. There's a lot of deep pain around anxiety. There's a lot of deep pain around money. There's a lot of blockages we have. But this weekend, synchronistically, whether I was more aware of it, whether I transformed conversations, I just seemed to have conversations with people about money, about where I am at, about my achievements, what I'm capable of. I had to reach out to people so I could get clarifications on will certain things haunt me? Like, oh, you know, like you have like stresses about the past, like, oh, I did this, would that haunt me? It's like, no. But like, all of that stuff is clearing money blocks. It's all of it is reconciling the past to make space for the future. So that's where I'm at. And it's an interesting journey. It's always a very interesting journey, and I always thank you guys for being a part of it. And I also thank you guys for getting so much out of it, because I know right now this weekend these videos have been about me, and I feel like that's what the weekend videos are going to be about, because I used to find weekend videos hard to produce. So I was like, it's the weekend, why do I have to pump out a motherfucking video? But it's a bit like that sometimes. I've used surrender to literally transform my confidence. I've used surrender to pull myself out of a deep depression. And I notice other people, and they're like, yeah, I got out of depression. But they haven't, because they're still running away from it. They hold so tightly onto happiness that they are not past it. With myself, I've made my peace with it. I've made my peace with, am I depressed, am I not? And as a result, I'm fucking not, mate. Or at least if I am, I'm not worried about it. And so that's this journey. This has been Surrendering Money Blocks Part 3. Will there be more parts? Probably. Will you get more out of it? Probably. But that's where we're at now. I think for most people, life is great right now. If you can watch this video, you're fucking blessed. That's the truth. We have access to the internet. You have a device. Whether you bought it, whether someone else bought it or not. We're often looking for money, forgetting we already have it. Same thing with love. So normally I try and do these videos around 10 minutes or 15 minutes. It's going to be around the 7-minute mark. It's okay. I'll talk to you tomorrow. If you do have any questions at Surrender about your own journey, about things that you're on, things that you'd like to surrender, please comment them. I always like reading the comments you guys write. I'm glad I'm part of your daily routine. Talk tomorrow.